Welcome to You Good, a podcast centered around Black mental health, brought to you by me, Kyle Graham, a guy who's just interested in mental health. But why in the world would you listen to anything I have to say? I could say shit like one of those white moms in an anti-vaxxer group on Facebook. What validity could I bring to this show, you know? So I brought about my co-host, Dr. Quentin Graham, or as I like to call him, Dad. Doc, can you run down some of your credentials for the folks?
Certainly. First, I'd like to say this is a great idea, Kyle, and I welcome the opportunity to talk about mental health and some of the challenges facing our community. I've been in the professional practice of psychology for 34 years. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. I have a Ph.D. in clinical psychology from George Washington University here in Washington, D.C. I have some time working with D.C. public schools, in which I did crisis intervention and trauma work, as well as work with the special education programs. I went to a charter school. This charter school was very forward-thinking and decided that there should be a robust mental health program to help support their students. I then have worked as a psychologist in private practice for 33 years. And in that practice have worked with individuals, young people, adults, families, couples, organizations, and community groups as well. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to share some thoughts.
Cool. Well, that's one bomb resume. What can people expect in terms of topics that we're going to cover this season?
Well, there are a number of different things that come to mind right away. I think workplace burnout, psychological self-care.
Those are two good ones. What about depression? Sad boys out there. A little psychological first aid.
Also, starting therapy. Included in starting therapy would be a conversation about what do all those initials mean behind people's names.
Confusing as hell.
Well, we're going to clear that up, actually. And then also something about generational trauma, perhaps, and sort of trauma that occurs within a community that connects with our own personal episodes of trauma as well.
So we'll have all that and much, much more coming up on the You Good podcast. Stay tuned for our very first episode in the upcoming weeks.